So students, we just have discussed about the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Let's talk about the quantum mechanical model of an atom. Now, in quantum mechanical model, let's discuss more about shell, subshell and orbital. Now, taking an example of neon atom, the electronic configuration is 2-8. It means that there are 2 electrons moving around the nucleus in K shell and there are 8 electrons moving around the nucleus in L shell. Now, what conclusion we draw from this structure is these 8 electrons are equidistant from the nucleus. They are having the same radius. They are having the same velocity. They are having the same energy. And you can say that these 8 electrons are identical, right? But this is objectionable here in quantum mechanical model. Let us discuss why is it so. Now this is the neon atom, and if we talk about these 2 electrons which are moving in K shell, we cannot locate the electrons in the shell. We cannot say that these are 2 electrons because there will be an uncertainty of finding out of the electrons in the orbit according to Heisenberg uncertainty principle. So we have discussed earlier also, these 2 electrons which we are showing like this, we can't show like this because they will keep on changing their positions. So it will be something like this. Nucleus is there at the center and electrons are moving in this 1s subshell somewhere here in the spherically symmetrical path. They are not moving in the circular orbit. That is wrong. They are moving in spherically symmetric path. Now let us talk about these 8 electrons. Now if I talk about these 2 electrons in the L shell, they are not moving like this. They are moving in second shell in the subshell 2s. And they are moving in a spherically symmetrical path which is just above 1s. So we have the nucleus. Above that there is 1s. 1s is spherical and above that we have 2s. So 2s is bigger than 1s. So these 2 electrons are moving here in the spherically symmetrical path, but where are the electrons? We cannot determine. According to the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, we cannot locate those 2 electrons. And if I talk about these 2 electrons are having a different trajectory. They are moving in through x-axis. And this orbital is called 2px. So the motion of these 2 electrons is completely different. And if I talk about these 2 electrons are moving along y-axis. And about these 2 electrons are moving around z-axis. Now you tell me, if these 2 electrons are moving in spherically symmetrical path, other 2 electrons are moving in x-axis, other electrons are moving through y-axis, and other 2 electrons are moving around z-axis, how we can say that these electrons are identical and how we can make this type of diagram? This is completely objectionable. Now let us see how neon atom looks like actually. Now this is neon atom. This is 1s. Now there are 2 electrons moving around the nucleus. This is 2s. It's slightly bigger than 1s. There are other 2 electrons moving around the nucleus. This is px. Electrons are moving in x-axis. This is pz. Electrons are moving along z-axis. And this is py. Electrons are moving in y-axis. So if their paths are different, their energies are different, their radius are different, their angular momentum are different, how we can make that earlier model. The actual model of neon is this one. So, the shells present in neon are K and L. K is having only one subshell, that is 1s. L is having two subshells, 2s and 2p. And 2p is having three orbitals, px, py and pz. Now I know that there are some more questions in your mind. And what are those questions? First question is, what are shells, subshells and orbitals? Second is, do some other orbitals apart from s and p? Are s and p are only orbitals, or there are some other orbitals? And how we will come to know that? How many subshells are present in one shell and how many orbitals are present in a particular subshell? How we will come to know that? The third question is, how many orbitals are present in a subshell? The same thing I was talking about. And the fourth is, if there are different orbitals apart from s and p, what are their names and shapes? And this thing we will understand when we will discuss about the quantum numbers. Let's discuss about the quantum numbers.